Hi there and welcome. It's Bella Katrina here. I'm coming to you with weekly messages because there's a lot of mixed messages going on. And if you're not anchored in your own vibration, you pick up vibration from other YouTubers everywhere. We pick up vibration from everywhere, right? But I just wanted to share something with you that a friend of mine, a client, sent to me, and this is exactly how I feel, and these messages are urgent for you. I just want you to know how much peace you brought me in my Shabam session with you. You are very wise, and I don't say that lightly or easily. I keep rolling the phrase through my mind. What would make my heart happy? Bella, I'm still struggling with some of that old resentment energy I want so much to release. What seems to trigger it is listening to reading after reading on YouTube about my love relationship dynamics. I do this because it seems to fill an emptiness in my heart that I really want filled by love. But the readings seem to stir up my doubts and fears rather than comfort. After your session with me, I felt that all of the tarot readings do have truth in them, but did not get to the depth and heart of my issues, which is in fact my heart, as you illuminated for me. And that's exactly how I feel, because it happened to me. And then you get confused and you pick up vibration, right? And if you were a dark side, how would you infiltrate the light? Through deception, right? Some readers don't even know they've got the Jezebel spirit, but they're very sexy, seductive, that type of thing, and it transfers through the screen. I'm never doing it again, but I got to a low vibration. That's why I'm coming to you. The portal opened 11/3/11 and lifted me out of it. Plus affirmations helped. So I'm here to give you messages to this week from Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael. We're doing a snapshot with the Lucy Cavendish Tarot, and then we're doing clarifications with the Rider-Waite. I love you. Let's get into your reading. Hi Sagi, and welcome. You're here with Bella Katrina. Thanks for joining me. We've had a tough couple of weeks, heading into a massive frequency changeover. So let's get ready, getting into your reading here. First thing was the theme, right, that came up. Okay, sorry, they're saying first message here was that new love fell out, like it fell out on the ground. So new love, right? This is the seed is planted. You can't see any growth yet. It's not like a plant. It's not coming out of the surface just yet. But the seed is just about to germinate. Your heart is going to heal from this pain. Unfulfillment. Hanging out in unfulfillment is where we've been. Hanging out in unfulfillment. Energy of the heart. Right, stuck, can't move, don't know what to do, have to go within, have to forgive. Like, I've been forced to. And then it creates that pressure, actually creates the diamond here of the new beginning. So it happens in the middle of it. So you've been giving birth to something new, because Jesus came into me with the broken heart and said, open your heart wider, so that you can experience more love. I went, no, but look what happened when I did that, right? But now you get tougher, you forgive, you know that it's your journey and that your heart has to heal, and when it does, it's 10 times stronger. If you do any healing, any meditation, any sitting in nature, they're showing me that the benefits, because we're in this portal of energy coming up to the new moon, that's why I'm bringing you this weekly reading here. Because this energy is really super duper, and everything you think about, you're creating more faster than ever, instantly, some of you. So we've got to shift this energy, shifting, being unfulfilled and stagnant into something new. And it happens almost simultaneously. So lifting up your thoughts, and if anyone can be positive, you can, Saggy. Because look, here's another ace. So that was the ace of love, and this is the ace of money, providence, divine providence. Everything comes from your creator. Don't give your power away to a boss or an institution or a partner. Because look, the wheel of fortune is turning in your favor. So it's fast, speedy. You know, we've been down here. This is the Three of Swords down here. And then you can only go up from there. How depressing was that? And then here is new career moves as well. Bright ideas coming in out of the fertilization of the excrement of the pain. Yuck, yuck. So new stuff being birthed from that pain that we just went through. Well done. Congratulations. Let's have a look. I have a message here from Archangel Michael. We're working with the angels at this time. So the first message was pay attention to your dreams. Now, I've hardly ever done that, but I scribbled down something at 2 o'clock in the morning yesterday, and tell you the truth, my writing's bad enough as it is, but I could hardly read it. But it was very significant when I figured out the writing, and then I meditated, like, you know, I just kept looking at it again and thinking, what was that about? So I saw shapeshifters in it, and I also saw the superpowers that we're getting, and that we can overcome the darkness. Dear Archangel Michael, thank you for tucking me into bed tonight and for helping me enjoy a wonderfully restful night's sleep. Archangel Michael, I invite you into my dreams as my teacher, guide, and healer. Please allow me to understand this situation of my broken heart. Help me forgive and help me open to new love on a spiritual level, and give me guidance. So it's giving him permission to help you in your dreams and to help you remember your dreams upon awakening as well, because we work stuff out, and a lot of us are traveling to New Earth. Like, you're going there. Every night you leave your body and go somewhere. So you need protection with Archangel Michael, because then, and spending more time outdoors, as I said, grounding, sitting on nature, bare feet, no sunnies, no hat, sitting in the sun before 10 a.m, after 2 if you can, or just breathing in the fresh air as you walk or as you sit near water. And here is your inner guidance is trustworthy. So this nature provides an amphitheater, so you can hear your guidance louder, because we're in the matrix and frequency modulation. Nature has a harmony about it. It has harmonics. So I urge you to go to the playlists and have a look at sonic geometry, because that's what we're creating with our beauty of thoughts. Please help me, Archangel Michael, clearly hear, see, feel, and know the divine guidance that I have asked and prayed for. Allow me to keep my ego out of the way, so your wisdom can come streaming through me, for my own benefit and for those around me. Right? Because somebody's not trustworthy, they're not trustworthy. So it's like, then logically you go, oh, but I want to have peace where I live, or peace in this relationship, or I don't want to break up, or you go into fear. But it's like your intuition, this is saying your inner guidance is real and trustworthy. So you have to spend time to hear it, to listen. Thank you for motivating me to spend more time outdoors, Archangel Michael, and for helping me relax and enjoy connecting with nature and getting into the harmonics of nature, the healing. So going out and sleeping in nature, because look, massive turn of events. It flips. This is massive flip. So your energy is going to move, and this old unfulfillment is gone, over. We don't really know what to do with that, Saggy. We can't stand being that down, you know? And just forgiving the person, but not their action. Just forgiving the person, right? Some people... I mean, all of us act selfish sometimes, so maybe give a break, you know? Here is Archangel Raphael, the healing angel. Now, all these messages came out for Saggy. The first one was caffeine-free, and I threw that away. So a lot of you drinking those fizzy drinks, got caffeine in them, drinking lots of coffee, which is me. Love a coffee. Love a latte. Dear Archangel Raphael, and this is sugar, which I've cut out completely. I forgot about that. I made a deal with a client, right? They cut out alcohol, I cut out sugar, and we worked on the Holy Spirit and got baptized, and we've both done it. Dear Archangel Raphael, I ask that you cut my cords of attachment to caffeine and sugar so that I may honor my body and its natural energy rhythms without any chemicals. Now, I just got there that sugar feeds endometriosis. If you know anybody who has that, sugar, it's like a yeast buildup, but it's not yeast. But it's like a fermentation, and sugar aggravates it and feeds it. And also you can have, bugs in your system that feed on sugar. So starving them is good, but bringing the Holy Spirit for healing will be excellent. But I don't want the miracle yet, because then you can stay positive naturally. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for helping me be optimistic and take the appropriate action steps that support my health. Right, to lift you up, because this is how we want Saggy, not all heartbroken and sad, because people can't be trusted. Some people are just harsh, and we give too much. So this is the relationship bit, right, where it's like the relationship is healing. You have a lover coming in, a lover. Now, that could turn into a relationship. It could be a mutual agreement, friendship, sort of friendship lover. Do you know what I mean? So it doesn't have to be serious for long term, but it has to be based in love and with the angels, because that's the energy that you require to heal. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for healing and guiding all of my relationships upon the path of love. And misunderstandings will be just absolutely disappear completely. We are in a unbelievable portal of energy needing to lift up and not let the demons and the energy low frequencies bring us down. Because why would they go to the fire signs first? Because we're the most positive. You're the most positive of the zodiac. So that's when you cut off, it takes a lot of frequency out of the planet. So let the angels help, Raphael's help healing the relationship with yourself, so you can trust yourself. Remember, you got to trust yourself and how you feel. And this is alternative medicine, like this is me giving you Reiki. Bella giving you Reiki healing because of the crown and the worry, and you've got the mind, getting out of the mind matrix, right? Because I've been racing the last week before last and last week. So I've had to consciously say, I say no to that. I'm going to slow down, and I do a big deep breath and I get out really quickly, right? Otherwise you get so much momentum that you don't want to get out. And then have another coffee and we're flying. So you can fly right into something when you're going high. There's lots of momentum. Hitting a brick wall is going to be more impact when you're going fast. If you slow down in your mind here, and Reiki gets you present, it's the only thing I know that gets you present really quickly if you're activated. So if you've done your Reiki 1, 2 or 3, put your hands on Reiki on right now onto your ear chakras, which are just above your eyebrows. I do that in the Reiki 2 meditation. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for guiding me to the ideal healing treatment modality and for giving me clear signs and messages to validate the best path for my well-being. Right, so there's like, get out in nature, lay on Gaia and put your hands on Reiki on yourself. You charge yourself up like a battery. It's unbelievable. Get activated. If you're a master, you need to be doing this every day because it helps Gaia lift and shift. And then it helps your faith. When you're positive, then Jesus comes in and will help us heal our heart because it's going to open wider. I was like, are you kidding? I've got 3 swords in my heart and I'm under the ground, Jesus. Like, I thought you forgot me, betrayed me. I had to say, sorry, Father, for being rude to you. Because it's like, you just really effed me over, Jesus. And then I was like, oh, he said no. It was done to expand your heart. So now you can really open to massive love. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. Thanks for that experience. But that's what happens. It's an energy thing. It had to burst out all grief and pain. And that's how it felt, the 3 of Swords. So dear Jesus and Archangel Raphael, thank you for boosting my faith so that I may trust in miracles. And then this card came out. Expect a miracle. So if you're worried about or concerned about somebody's health or going in for an operation, see the doctors there? They do need divine intervention, or if you have a loved one or a parent or a grandparent who's not well, or somebody's had an accident or is complaining about indigestion or is snappy and cranky, it's the liver. Dear God and Archangel Raphael, let's say this prayer together for ourselves and for them. Thank you for your miraculous intervention and healing energy, which has restored the health of my relationship with my twin flame or soulmate in divine love. Thank you for this restoration. We now call on the law of restoration and the holy angels to bring alignment and divine intervention to this situation now. In the name of Jesus, we ask this. Thank you, thank you. A miracle's coming. A miracle. You know when you need a miracle to burst you out, to get into that positive vibration? So because you're so low, it will seem so good. Like it's just going to be unbelievable. Because if you weren't so low, it wouldn't be so good. You know what I mean? I'm going straight to the middle here for Sag. I just got to sit. Woohoo! Second chance. That's the Ten of Swords. We're out, done, putting your sword down, not going to put up with other people backstabbing you, right? Just who cares? Care less. Because it's been tough. It's come at different angles as well, like where you live or where you work, or and then it's like your relationship has suffered. This relationship is worth saving and worth nurturing and will endure till the end. So this is maybe somebody you've already met, or filling up and remembering where you felt like this in the past and magnifying that at this time, not what they did wrong. So if you're in, anguish or strife or having quarrels with your loved one or your wife or husband, thinking about 3 top things that you love about them and saying it over and over again, like love your eyes, ooh, 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 love your butt, right? You're a sexy beast, or something like that. I love how it makes me feel like, do that over and over and over instead of sitting in the critical right here, because that's what you're laying down. Because when you judge others, they're judging you. So you're going to quit that and not let anyone take advantage of you ever again, ever. This is full on. So here we have, that was in the past, right? You did love. That's why it hurt so much, because it felt like a good vibration. And this is where you are, because the soulmate lover here is floating around in the ether. Hasn't landed just yet, so having a cup of tea with no sugar and no caffeine. There's Bella making tea for us all. So let's have a cup of tea. This is about nervousness, but we're going to turn that into excitement, because I reckon it's only a few degrees from being nervous to being excited. And nervous is when you fear. It's a lower vibration. Turn it a couple of degrees or hertz, and you're in excitement. And then success. So that's over. We've been through a portal, right, of just bringing up the last bits of grief, betrayal, and it may have happened with the partner that you're going to move into a more committed relationship with. But the stage of that is over. I mean, we're meant to have the honeymoon phase first. Let's face it, we didn't get that. We got the heartache first. So now Jesus says, there's nothing you could do to make me love you more. There's nothing you could do to make me close the door. And so that's what we want to say to our beloved Sagittarius. So here's dreaming of change the next 3 weeks, putting it out there, doing a vision board, laying plans on paper, asking the universe, doing your wishes, new moon wish lists. This is where we pray to God for on the Sabbath. That's a new moon, the Sabbath, and the veil between the worlds is the thinnest. So we've got 1 week coming in, then 2 weeks beyond till the next blue moon. Once in a blue moon, Sag, this happens. Hopes and fears, right, that you're not going to get the guidance, or that you can't hear the guidance, or that you're not going to understand the guidance. So this is your intuitive guidance. That's why you have to go into nature and really understand that your gut feelings and what your heart says have to matter more than anything else, more than anything, any money, more than pleasing any boss, any family, any codependent issues, right? Getting away from any narcissistic abuse. That's what this is, the Ten of Swords. You're done. And look, on fire. Hello, got some new underwear and I am on fire. Can it not be a trolley in the supermarket? Because I just don't like the supermarket. But the Chariot is massive energy raising, right? Going from low, boom, up to where we like to be, where a Sag likes to fly, looking sexy. Also, it's showing me that, you know, whatever you do in exercise or positive stuff, and you're changing your diet, any tiny little thing, just like letting go of caffeine and maybe adding in a walk, and maybe sitting still for 10 minutes every day. These tiny little things will add up to your power and give you confidence. And you're going to surge ahead, because this is the chariot of ascension. And that's why you came here. We're the last generation on earth as beings. It's the end of the earth. So the chariot is the ascension process, where you've got to connect to Gaia's fifth dimensional crystal grid, and then actually bring down divine consciousness through your crown and getting out of the mind matrix. Once you do that, you're on fire. This is you on fire, getting a lot of attention, and also getting, you know, asked out, winked at, like woo woo. Like chicks will be going, hi, sexy Saggy man. Right? How are you? You'll be like, wow, I got my mojo back, right? So you can chase them down, helps you with your confidence. Go for it and ask out that person that you love if you're a guy. If you're female, get some new underwear, for goodness sake. Because your joie de vivre, mojo, is coming back in a massive way. I'm just going to go into Rider Waite. I wanted to say thank you for joining me on this journey and on this channel, and for everyone who's booked their psychic readings and are doing their activations. The amazing, I was thinking, it's never happened this fast for people. Everyone's just, it's really powerful, right? I know that because I'm full on, and I've been working at it for 8 years, and I work every day harder on myself than I do on, you know, my business, so to speak, so that I'm prepared and ready for you, because that's what matters to me, is to light you up and to get this grid of ascension. That's why I'm here. I could care less about the material world. I'm more with Creator and on a mission. And we have codes within us that are activating now. So when you're manifesting, it's happening faster than it's ever been on the planet. Love's coming in a massive tidal wave of unconditional love. That's why we do need to open to receive it, because it comes through light. Light is information, and light comes from the sun. And what was the other thing they've got for Saggy? Then that's it. There's no more pain, right? After this, there's no more pain. We go to higher and higher frequencies. And that's what happens when you bring the light and you're happy, right? It changes the dynamic and energy of everyone around you. What happens in a dark room when you turn the light on? The darkness disappears. So that's what you are. You are the light. I'm going to ask about this healing second chance. Around love, there's a second chance coming in, so don't worry, it's happening. Maybe with another fire sign, Saggy, or it's a very high chemical reaction. It's a high chemical reaction, and it's just showing me here that feminine, the female Saggy, needs to tone it down a little bit, because you really want this King of Wands, even if they're not a fire sign, a Leo, Saggy, or Aries, right? You want that side of them. They might have a sun, moon, or rising, or a Venus. The passion, that's what you need coming at you. And if this is you, if you're a male, so you're lit up, you're on fire, right? You're feeling good, inspired, action. This is called go for it. Like nothing can stop you, Saggy, when you've got this energy and you're on fire. Call it being on fire. Okay. I have to say this. The Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus has moved house and is wanting long-term commitment. If you're looking at a Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus, they are looking at providing their home environment to long-term commitment. I just got, because they're on fire for you. Let's face it. Even the earth signs are on fire. So you've got earth and fire. And look, we've got our card. This is Saggy. So this is balancing those emotions that we just went through, like tempering them. So to temper a piece of iron, the blacksmith has to heat it up to a certain level to be able to reshape the iron so it can be, you know, made a can make a horseshoe, can reshape it. And this is what's happened through the last 2 weeks for Saggy. We've been reshaped, tempered. Does that make sense? Like the iron heats up and then he hits it and he remolds it. That's what we've been. We've been the piece of iron that's been remolded. So we had to heat up to that frequency to get the tempered outcome. And that's been balanced within. So that's really good. And we were asking about healing second chance. Okay, so this is showing me that you're ready. You're on fire, and this is forgive and forget. If you can forgive and forget, because in the past there were secrets, right, that you didn't know about, or, you know, you're just not told. You know, when somebody's just not telling you something and they're sitting there, or they're talking about completely something else, but your energy's saying, I think you're meaning to talk about something else. It's like that. It's like miscommunication, but there's a forgive and forget energy here, right? Because, you know, sometimes people can't see their own emotions clearly enough to express them, but they're going to. This is like full on. And maybe travel coming up. I'm just going to do, yeah, there's a soulmate returning. Don't worry about competition or jealousy. Just walk away. You're going to reward good behavior and ignore bad behavior. Completely ignore it. Drop it and move on, because there is a partner preparing for you. It looks like preparing for you, coming in with a solid offer, right? The King of Pentacles fell on the ground, but here's the Knight. So this is something tangible. This is also a promotion at work, a new home I get as well, or moving in together. So this is why it happens really quickly. So get positive, because, you know, single one day, moving in together in totally unbelievably in love and committed for life in the next 2 weeks. So please don't avoid temptation, right? Deliver us from evil because we've been tempted. This is the tempting. And if you've taken the temptation, right, then you're going to feel yuck, because love's coming in, and then you're going to go, no, you're going back to the old energy. Do not be tempted by under the moon influence. We've got to be strong and know that there's a partner preparing for you to come in. We're going to look at just one last message, and just comment below if this resonates with you, or if you can feel the healing. If you have any questions or insights, I love to hear from you and connect. Oh, that one. Can you believe that? Your relationship is about to transform in magical ways. This is the miracle card again. Well done, Saggy. We deserve the miracle. So open to receiving it. So we're just going to say thank you to the angels for the wonderful miracle that is now on its way to me today, or something better. Thank you, thank you. I say that instead of amen. I love you. Book with me soon if you haven't already. I'm here for you. And, you know, subscribe and share if you know of anybody else who would like to have this uplifting reading and they're a fire sign. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. I love you. Bye for now.
Oh, he also gave me, he told me to get more into energy work. Because he said to me, get into energy work, you're going to need it big time on the other side, because you can't massage people when you're in spirit and energy forms. So that made me go and take my Reiki Level I and Reiki Level II master course, attunement, to incorporate that into my work when I massage people. So basically he said that's what's needed over there. They're going to do energy therapy. And by the way, ever since I had the Reiki 1 and Reiki 2 attunement, that's pretty much taken care of about 90% of my grief. It was just like a switch hit, and it was like, oh my God, I'm not crying every day anymore ever since I've gotten the Reiki, right? And I do a lot of Reiki every day, like from morning to night, literally. You know, first thing I get up in the morning, during the day with my clients, and then at night when I go to bed. And that's really helped me a lot. So he actually prompted me to get into that and do that. So I thank him for that.
Sounds like you got more work to do on the other side then.
Yeah. And yeah, well, I won't be massaging people anymore, thank God, because I'm kind of burning out after 22 years.